We are ready to drill the actual bandsaw fence, and as usual we first start by finding our dimensions of our part, which is first the center of the rod, about here. So do half, and that's our half point. So now let's find the beginning of our rod. Remember that the indicator diameter is 0.2, so we have to account for that. And about here. So let me zero it out and prepare to drill. After locating my part, time to drill. The first spot is 0.65, so I center drill that. And the next spot is 2.3. About here. And ready to drill now with regular drill bit. Alright, let's drill this. Oh, I thought I had my setting deep enough. And there it is. First hole done. The next one is 2.3. about here. And it's through, and we are done. So here is the final result. The rail is installed, the shims are added, and 2 screws are in there. So a few things I noticed is that the table isn't really very straight, so I needed to add very tiny shims here to make sure that it actually moves. As far as how accurate it is, I just did basic tests and it seemed to be pretty square. Another thing I noticed I cannot take it off from this end, so there's simply not enough space. And I can use pretty much this much, so about half of the fence for pieces. Otherwise I lose one of those things here. I think I noticed that this is slightly too big, so if I put a piece on, it just touches slightly. If I move it maybe here, it just goes into this groove, so not ideal there. So in order to take it off, I have to take off those screws and I have to slide at the other end. This thing was a railing in its previous life. Even after some polishing and stuff, it's still a little bit not very even, but it does slide, so as you can see, it moves without much of an issue. I put the other 2 screw holes in there so I can flip the fence and use it from this end. So if I want to cut from on this side of the table, not ideal, but I cannot really take it off that easily. And if I put it, I cannot really use the other side. I didn't prepare the other side. I just have one-sided fence, so I'm not sure if I ever used that feature, but since I was doing the holes, I did it anyways. Otherwise, yeah, it seems to be a success. If I make a first cut with it, I currently don't really have anything to cut. I cut a lot of wood, so I might cut some more wood and see how it performs with this to measure it, but it seems to be pretty bang on as far as fences go. It's probably out at the end like 40 thou or so, I would guess, I'm thinking. But this is not exactly a precision instrument, so I'm happy with the results. It took a couple of days of work. It was not fast, it took many hours. It was pretty big project. But it's done now and I have a functional fence, so that's pretty exciting. And in difference to commercial fences, this one does not really have, it's pretty tight. There is just a little bit of wobble. I know people can say yes, this is wobble, but if there was not this much wobble, I could not really get across down here. So I had to actually grind this shaft repeatedly from both top, bottom and sides for it to even slide, because it will slide here and then not slide somewhere else. I'm pretty excited. My first project for this Bandsaw that's not a knob. I did little knobs here which are actually a little problems, because I discovered that this thing sticks out too much. But yeah, that's it. No more to say. Thank you for watching.